Hello, welcome back to Wasted. I am Jade Star, joined again by my favorite friend to pour flavored syrup over, Polish. It's because you're a snowman.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, yeah, just checking. And I'm just going to add to the pile of crap over there on the radio. So now, after the first little tutorial run, we have access to the Oni Express. The only town in the game.
Right there, Waster. This here's the Oni Express, one of the last safe havens out in the western wastes. And me and my friends up here intend to keep it that way, so keep your head out of trouble, and we'll let you keep it all in one piece. Comprende?
I have never tested what happens if you start shooting out the Oni Express, but I wondered if I just, shooting the dirt was gonna cause them to react.
I feel like Boone is probably a reference to an NPC in Fallout.
Yeah, he was. The sniper in the dinosaur slide in front of like a motel in Fallout 3, I think.
Like, come check out the mall.
I feel like that was New Vegas.
Like, hey,
Oh, that might have been New
welcome
Vegas.
To the mall.
The one I don't remember very well.
Well, like, my name is Vulture Val, and like, I run the store on behalf of my gang, the Culture Vultures. Totally ick name for sure. But my girls and I provide the Western Waste with like the best recollected junk for like the lowest prices. Like, what do you want to know?
I do appreciate the pun of the mall.
Well,
Yeah.
the Culture Vultures are totally the biggest, baddest, and totally most beautiful gang to come out of Vulture Valley. Like, we were totally devastated after the bombs brought down the mall, but, like, that's when we totally realized malls were so 80s. I mean, like, dead people aren't going to care if we take their clothes off and stuff, because they're, like, dead. And if anyone does care about their dead friends, we can, like, totally blow them away with all the weapons we took off from some other dead loser. And then we can, like, totally take their stuff, too. Isn't that rad?
Hell of a business model.
But, like, we're most definitely not like those butt-ugly raider dweebs. We'd, like, much rather trade with other wasters than, like, waste them. I mean, ruin a cute outfit with blood and bullet holes? As if... Like, if you're trying to ask me out, dream on, dweeb. But, in case that you're, like, actually interested, I come from a place just outside of Junktown called Vulture Valley. I, like, come up here to the Oni Express to, like, sell the stuff that I take off the dead wasters that my girls, like, find in the Western Wastes.
I really just don't have a lot to say about them.
Like, this is totally the best stuff TP can buy.
I remember the last time we streamed through
Like,
this for
when
practice.
the wasters first crawled out from the ruins of civilization, they all spazzed out for food and water, thinking they'd be, like, hard to find in the post-apocalypse. There's, like, tons of water in the ocean, and muty meat's totally not so bad once you get used to it. But, like, turns out radiation is hella bad for you, and, like, it totally gave everyone the runs, and it was totes grody. So they, like, totally tried everything, from wiping with their hands, to scraping against tree bark, to wiping with other people's hands, and, like, some people even tried using seashells, but, like, nothing really worked as well as toilet paper. So, like, people started looking for toilet paper, and, like, people who couldn't find it started, like, doing favors and trading their stuff for it. So, like, that's totally how TP became the, like, de facto currency of the Western Wastes, or, like, whatever. So, like, take a look.
I forgot that there's a Demolition Man reference in here. I love that this fucking seashells show up everywhere. It's just so great. But I was saying, when I streamed a playthrough for practice, Val's speech was just causing Keitel physical pain to hear it.
Like, thanks.
It was
Catch you
almost that
later,
bad.
alligator.
Yeah.
I'd never met anybody who actually talked like that.
Same. Maybe close in school, but
and gout. We got the swills
not
that
like
kill,
that bad.
and they have too. That stench is the signature gin and gout smell. Locals out here can't get enough of it. Folks say you can smell it from a mile away. 2 on warmer days. Just 30 sheets for a handmade cocktail. Any which way you want it. Just pick out your booze, choose a mixer, and tell me how you like it, and I'll pour you something that'll really knock your socks off. Of course, we also offer a special mixer of the day, in case you're looking for something a little more exciting. So what can I get you?
So here's our pre-dungeon, pre-get dungeon drink. Each of these drinks will give us some stats. You can also mix in a random effect.
So what can I get you?
There are 2 bases of the drinks.
Great, what'll it be today?
Champagne for extra attack, and Tequila for
And
extra
mixer?
defense. You can mix some soda to
Good.
balance
so
out
far.
the offense and
How do you want
defense,
that
or you can
prepared?
mix in the mixer of the day. And then there are 5 kinds of ways to serve it. Each of these correlates to
All right,
a specific
here
stat.
You go. Bottoms up.
Hello, and welcome to Getting Wasted while playing Wasted. Since Wasted is a game about drinking, I thought I'd put a drinking game inside of it. So today, I'm going to show you how to make a tequila sunrise. For it, we need 1.5 ounces of tequila, 1/2 ounce of grenadine, and an eyeballed 3 ounces of orange juice. Highball glass is preferred. Get your ice in there. I have 1 giant ice cube instead of small ice. Our first pour is the 1.5 ounces of tequila. This is done with a speed pour. If you guys have jiggers or you know how to measure alcohol, go for it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's our 1.5 ounces. Second pour is our orange juice. Fresh squeezed orange juice is the best. I didn't have that for this. This is just like a Tropicana. Now, the tough part about a tequila sunrise is making it look good. So, we have our grenadine, which is going to provide us the red color that we want to get to cascade down the sides of the glass and settle at the bottom. I have a spoon. We're going to put it over the top, like this. We're going to pour on top of the spoon. The grenadine's going to hopefully go down the sides of the drink. There you go. That is your tequila sunrise. Let it settle a little bit. Let the grenadine get down to the bottom. Get that nice sunrise going. Turn it a little bit so you can see. And that is a tequila sunrise. Now I encourage all of you to go get a drink for yourself for the rest of this video. Make a sunrise if you have the ingredients for it at home. Or just pour yourself whatever you want. Part of the drinking game is that in Wasted, there will now be unmarked flasks of booze laying around in the coolers. Which I will be drinking every time I come across them. They're kind of like unlabeled potions in NetHack. And when I do find them, you'll hear this cue. Floor booze. Drink. And that's when you know to take a drink. But this is Wasted, so you don't need me to tell you when to drink. Drink whenever you want. And now back to the video.
Don't it, though? Our booze is culled straight from the sewer stills of Barstown. Think less craft microbrew and more crap micropoo. But don't worry, the Barstown brewers filter out the solids before they barrel the stuff up. Most of them anyways. Truth be told, the booze we got on tap here isn't as fresh as the stuff you can find in the cooler. Ain't no denying that. And I'd be lying if I told you our drinks are more booze than water. Still, considering the risks of cooler running, well, some folks don't mind the trade-off. Of course, there are those who come here to get a buzz going before they go on a cooler run proper. But I ain't here to tell you how to enjoy our booze. I'm just here to pour it. So what can I get you?
Let me tell you, I'm definitely getting a little bit of a pregame buzz on before the cooler.
Neither snow nor rain, nor heat nor gloom of night stays these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. Ha! Rounds! Yes, barkeep, appoint this old fool another round, please. Oh, hello there, wastrel. under what misfortunes have you sought audience with the accursed Courier? Ah, you've not heard of me. Well, many a package have I delivered, young wastrel, and as surely as the sun rises and so too falls, there shall come a day when I make a delivery for you as well. 'Tis as inevitable as the sun, rising and then falling. You see, I am no mere road courier, though I don their garb and travel their roads. Nay, a much greater power exerts dominion over mine poor soul, a power heretofore known by wastrels such as yourself as death.
I'm trying to figure out what accent they're going for with him.
No, I speak not of some two-bit drunkard jackalope. I speak of death himself.
It really feels like half fake English and half Bela
I
Lugosi.
thought it mere coincidence.
I was gonna say
that
fake
my
old English, but I don't know what you mean by Bela
ended
Lugosi.
in
Dracula.
ultraviolence.
Oh!
These wastes are, how shall I say?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty accurate description then.
To the living after all. But with every passing pickup contract ending in the swift and grisly demise of the undersigned, it became abundantly clear that I had become Charon reincarnate, collecting these trinkets, these tokens of death, as payment from these wastrels for safe passage across the river Styx. Through countless years I have amassed a fortune of dead men's belongings, and in so doing, some insight into the souls of man. There are those who are prepared to die, who offer unto death all manner of rarities, deadly weaponry, exquisite armor. These are the things most pleasing to death. Yet there are souls naive, completely unaware of their impending doom. Those who offer cheap trinkets, junk, pizza, and sometimes nothing at all.
But he said pizza.
In their arrogance, they leave the world with nothing and find themselves up Styx Creek without a paddle. There is much that can be gleaned from a wastrel's last delivery, and if it would please you, I would gladly share the details of my last courier run over drink.
This is a kind of meta opportunity. We don't use our actual character. We get a random character with random gear in a random dungeon or cooler, excuse me. And some unusual things can happen there because it's his drunken recountings of the courier run rather than what really happened. But there is a courier box in it, and you can stuff one item in it to have it show up at the Ony Express, or the courier box is here that we can access. So it is a way to see things that you might not have seen yet and get extra gear. There are certain enemies that only appear in those runs, and they have really good
If a problem
armor.
comes along, you must ship it. Welcome to the road couriers. Sure. Say you got a thing, and you need this thing somewhere else. We're the guys for that. That's what we do. The way we see it, stuff's like a fart. You can keep it to yourself like some fart miser, sure. But it's way more fun when it shows up in places it don't belong. Like, imagine you got a nice gun at home. Put it on a coffee table, liven up your living room a bit, that's cool. But imagine that same gun, except it's in the middle of freaking nowhere, just dust everywhere, and like, the barrel of the gun peeking up from beneath the sands, freaking hilarious. We can do that. Sure, but like, get this. Say you're knees deep in a cooler run. SOB hot on your tail, you've been shot in the face, your arms are leaking, and your pants are covered in your moments before death shits. And then you just take them off and shove them in a courier box. SOB doesn't know what the heck is happening, but guns you down anyways. Bang! You're dead. Next day, your significant other's at home. Doesn't even know you've been wasted. And then out of nowhere, bing bong, special delivery! Guess what it is? It's pants! Covered in the crap of their dead lover. Priceless. See, that's what we do. We move your stuff from one place to another. But you gotta put them in the courier boxes.
Such
That's
an
how the
oddly
movie
specific example.
I love how weirdly into his job and like how mundane it really is. This guy is.
Totally righteous. Really looking forward to hauling all of the crap around.
So now we can use the courier boxes. There's one at our house.
Well,
There's one
sometimes
every
we're out making deliveries,
3
we
floors in
find
the
things lying
coolers.
around.
Sometimes
It's mostly
in between
trash,
as
but
well.
also slightly not trash. Sort of like a used-up napkin covered in crusted over fluids. But you take a closer look, and someone's written, "I love you, Daddy," on the inside. Found 2 of those the other day. Postmaster's got us bringing stuff like that back to the Oni. Says the kind of nut jobs going around losing those kind of things are probably willing to trade a few sheets of TP to get them back. Sure, it's a little sleazy, but the way I see it, you ain't really ever gonna appreciate your most cherished personal effects till you're willing to trade them for some butt wipe. If you ever do something stupid and lose something important, like by leaving it somewhere unattended or by getting yourself killed, we'll put it up for sale at the Lost and Found.
So that's how you recover unique items or plot-relevant
Is the crap we
things.
found laying around?
There's nothing in there right now.
Can't ever lose any irreplaceable things permanently.
Yep. Dirty Duck, I like his name.
It's a real dog-eat-dog world out there, so I prefer to stay inside.
Okay. Dog talks.
Sure, buddy.
Radiation's unrad to the max.
Ruining my scene here, buddy.
Perfect timing, Waster.
I dropped a disc that glowed in the dark.
So that's Dick, but I've spent 15 minutes of this video in town just listening to NPCs, and I feel like we're gonna have a lot to do with Dick. Phrasing. So that's just gonna be the next time I'm at the Oni. Now that we're well equipped, though, we can really speed through the cooler. Since I dicked around in the town for so long, I basically just thought, I'm gonna try to speed through this run pretty much as fast as possible, because I do want to get a good hangover, at least get down to floor 6, and then get back to the Oni and talk to at least one or two of the other, I guess you could call them side quest NPCs. But there's Dick, and then there's one more in the corner that I didn't talk to, or don't think I even looked at. Gotta watch out for those bear traps.
I think I mentioned this before, but it really entertains me how they've got these setups that have, like, they all go live as soon as you appear.
Right.
So you get things like that where
Everything is just in stasis until you open the door, and then they all come to life and trip on things and shoot each other.
it's just pandemonium.
It's the best kind of monium. Because there's more of it for everyone. Because it's juice. Don't give me that look.
It's not impossible that we find something worthwhile this low in the cooler, but yeah, speeding through it is really just a good use of time.
Yeah, the only real thing I use the top 3 floors of Cooler 1 for is if you're low on med stims, there are the like little medical rooms with the cabinets, and you can just grab your entire inventory. Well, I would say you can grab your entire inventory full, but you can at least get a full stack, and then just make it out with a full stack of med stims. It's not really a great use of your time just to come here only for that. You can buy med stims off of Val, but you know, I was gonna say it's expensive. because I bought one pistol bullet from her for like 10 sheets, and that was just because she actually has different dialogue if you open up the trade window and don't buy anything from her. Oh, and we found these unmarked flasks I mentioned. This is the start of it. They grant you random abilities, which can be in the mixers at the gin and go.
Good old floor booze.
Floor booze. Drink! Oh god, I got one of the worst buzzes possible. Well, I'm drinking, but I'm not seeing a crosshair. For the sake of fun, I usually drink every single flask I come across. Unless I've gotten a couple of really good ones already, and I'm on my way to, I don't know, try to either get farther in a cooler than I have before, or fight a boss. But, with the drinking game rules, I am absolutely going to be drinking every flask every time. Although today
I keep thinking that says Raider Ant.
Wait, what are you mistaken? Oh, Raider Grunt?
It's Raider Runt.
Runt, okay. Yeah.
Stay! All aboard the paint train!
One of the reasons I usually take my drinks as a shot is that each stat point in shoot increases your accuracy. I think by like 5%. Percent of what? I don't know. But being more accurate with the doozy would be a great thing. So we're looking for the storage. The storage is the last room of the dormitories.
Squeal, piggy! That was fun. Ooga booga!
Murder time!
Oh, this is awkward.
But you seem to be completely safe here.
Yeah.
Time to turn you to pig.
It's good to know that raiders can't melee upwards.
They're like dogs. They can't look up.
Ooh, an attachment. I mean, can't fault that logic.
I agree with it.
That is a recipe we can go back and use at the kitchen in our house.
I don't remember those recipes mattering that much.
Really don't. The Showitzer has a nice effect, but I feel its duration is too short to really warrant the effort. The good old explosive sidecar. I took that the first time I played the game because it sounds rad.
Then you learn that enemies run directly into your face.
Yeah.
All aboard the paint train!
As we saw right here.
Even in the later coolers where enemies have weapons, you're a lot of the time you're not killing things beyond explosion range. Oh, I'm never gonna pick it, but there's also a bad hangover called shitting bricks, which every time you kill an enemy, they drop a brick, or shit a brick, I guess. That has absolutely come back to kill me, because I threw a grenade or shot a rocket, killed somebody, they shit a brick, and the explosion propelled the brick into my face.
See, that's way funnier than bearing a gun somewhere in the middle of the desert.
Right?
Paint train! All aboard the paint train!
I mean, I do love how happy he was about the idea of transporting shit-stained death pants to somebody's significant other. Incidentally, just in case it ever comes up, Polish, can I have your mailing address in case I maybe need to send a pair of pants to Cammy?
Not on video.
I mean, yeah.
Good old pooping pills.
Yeah. How relevant. Although those aren't for death and your pre-death shits. Those just knock 3/4 of the time off of the slowdown effect from eating junk food. Hey, look, a courier box. We can throw explosives in it, and it's fine.
It's a lot of the same drink.
Yeah. Oh, did I want to explain what the stats were? Man, I recorded this a while ago, and then I had to do like 3 takes of Tequila Sunrise, and I've had, I've been drinking a lot the last 2 days. Or maybe this was where I was planning on explaining how the cocktails from the gin and gout work. That champagne is a 15% damage increase, tough tequila mitigates 15% damage, and how it's served to you affects your stats differently. Like I said, shot is +2 to your shot skill, and then all the others relate to other things. I think shaken is your sneak because it's James Bond and his vodka martinis that are shaken, not stirred. But do I have some fucking words about the vodka martini? Which I'll probably actually get to when sooner or later I make a martini for this. The short of it, though, is
or a gin martini.
Yeah. Oh, I will be making a gin martini, because that's a real martini. Fucking smeared off with just like, hey, let's pay Ian Fleming to popularize our brand. How do we do that? We make his famous character drink vodka martinis. Smeared off is a bunch of assholes. Much like, De Beers being like, diamonds are the wedding ring material, or gemstone. And up until their giant marketing campaign, that wasn't the case.
Pretty sure you're not supposed to have 2 dicks.
Never heard of Tommy Two Dicks.
It feels like it would be an NPC in this game.
Yeah, right? Or, well, I mean, I guess there was Dick in the Oni Express. He's got 2 heads.
That's sort of the inverse of 2 dicks.
I guess it is. Maybe drinking from commentary wasn't the best idea. Too late. It's the theme of the
Thinking
LP.
about that hit jacket. So hit as a stat, even though it boosts melee, is actually quite good.
Yeah.
Because hit is also the stat that passively boosts your armor.
Yep.
And as you may have noticed, most enemies don't do all that much damage per hit. So taking a point off of every attack is quite nice.
Yeah. Definitely works out really well up here and earlier. You're gonna need progressively more armor as you go. I think just the Emma Grant ignores like 3 points of armor. I think the crowbar ignored 1. I'm not sure about the katana.
Yeah, it's mostly protection against like the individual smaller shots, like enemies with pistols. Emma Grant is going to ignore some points of armor, but it also does more damage per shot.
Yeah. Look at all these fanny packs. I have so many, I'm not even gonna bother. Oh, I think... Did we see this this email the last time?
I feel like we did, yeah.
Yeah, Mike Carlio sells, guys taking poo and just not flushing now. Alright. It's hard for me to remember which emails I've read and not.
I don't really know how to tell this guy, but not flushing his poo is changing the microbial life cycle, I guess. They can survive just as well in the sewer. Good attempt.
Yeah. Boomboxes can actually be weapons. When they're shot or destroyed, they kind of explode, but it's mostly electrical shock.
I'm gonna... Oh.
I always try to eat food off of enemies. I don't know, it's just a personal habit rather than like out of my inventory, but when you're stuffed, it doesn't really matter. You can't do anything about it.
Got you!
More fanny packs. No need for.
Yeah.
It's sort of the annoying thing about routers. Just saw 2 routers that blocked off both entrances. There's no way to...
No way we'll really avoid them.
Yeah, I mean, they're easy enough to kill, but you're stuck taking just a little bit of damage.
Yeah. This room can... Oh god. Well, that could have been bad. This room configuration always gets me because there's this like dormitory room here, but then there's a hallway around the side, and you think like, oh, maybe I could sneak around it. I mean, really, you can't. They'll see you through the windows or something, and I wish I could kind of sneak past it rather than it's like just leave them in that room and just bypass them.
Got you!
Why would you put that in the shower?
Never heard of Dirty Crude?
I don't think that's how you clean up your oil.
Also nice ammo.
Hey, nice.
Time to bleed!
No, turn it back on. Turn it back on! Oh, stupid. This is rude, interrupting a shower like that.
Most people tend to get naked when they jump in the shower. He was only mostly naked.
I mean, if you only have one pair of pants in the entire, like, waists, are you really gonna bother taking it off for a shower? Like, how are you gonna clean those pants, like, elsewise? You might as well clean them at the same time.
I'm trying to decide if I need to explain that washing clothes is not normally done in, like, a shower.
It's the wastes. Do you see any other sources of, like, running water around here?
Technically, I don't see any sources of running water.
That's a good point.
I know that the showers are really functional.
Yeah, this isn't like Shadows of Doubt where I can break into someone's apartment and use their shower.
Honestly, a little disturbing how effective bricks are as a weapon.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, until they're thrown at you by an explosion.
Yeah. Their damage also scales with your sneak skill.
Does it include the explosion launch bricks?
I have no idea. Hey. Hey, over here. Oh, I activated the trip mine. I wanted him to walk out into that. I'm so glad those suicide grenades disarm when the person carrying them dies. Really convenient of them.
Time to turn.
The Fauxbucker ignores 4 armor. It's a great rifle, except negative 50% damage to shots not made to the groin. So it's like a hunting rifle, and it has a scope. But the conditional use of it to do half damage unless you groin shot someone usually means it's something I pass on.
Because you can't benefit from headshots in the same way.
Well, smaller target. Can't remember if we went through this one already. The idea of a half-inch wide needle that I'm constantly using for medical injections.
It doesn't hurt.
I feel like the needle would hurt. I guess it would be very quickly overshadowed by the chemicals.
So eagle-eyed viewers may note that barrel explosion did 102 damage.
Yeah, that's why
There's a reason why every barrel is being shot preemptively.
Yeah. That is absolutely it. Never trust a barrel anywhere in your path.
Don't trust barrels behind you. Never know when they sneak up and explode.
Honestly, that would be an amazing thing in like in this or some sort of horror game or something. Just red barrels that sneak up on you when you're not looking. That don't even have to explode on their own volition, you know.
Just imagining an FPS where you just get a level mutator where red barrels creep towards you and you're not looking at them.
Yeah. Unbeknown to these FPS players, we've secretly added prop hunt people in there, and they're explosive. So here I'm trying to be clever and show a way of opening doors that you might not have other means to open. Liquid bread.
I'm just demonstrating that even if you find another shipping box,
Courier box,
of
yeah.
one every 3 floors, it's only one item per
No,
one item per box.
that's the Cursed Carrier runs.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. In the normal game, each courier box has 6 slots, but they're all shared. So every courier box in existence right now currently holds those same tripping hazards.
Right. Well, that's the point of it.
Yeah. So I got down here as fast as I could, and I just wanted a good drink.
Oh no, you skipped the 4th bottle.
It's the same. There's 2 more magnums.
No, you were just looking at the 3rd more magnum. It doesn't matter, short stance is great. The more magnum or any of the drinks that increase your ammo capacity are really nice to have.
Yeah, but I think I've actually bypassed a revolver or 2, but we haven't seen a whole lot of ammo for it.
Well, yeah.
It's more of a second cooler and on thing. Enemies start actually using revolvers then.
Well, I was just thinking the ammunition in general.
Yeah,
Like if you found the one for pistol.
Oh yeah, if I found the one for pistol or rifle right now, yeah, absolutely slam that. So remember our Chowitzer. 3 heapings of junk food. Renders player immobile for 10 seconds, plus 10 hit for 10 seconds. I don't know what you're really supposed to do with that. 10 hit means you could melee like a beast, but you're also immobile. So that's not happening.
5 armor.
It's 5 armor, but you're immobile. I feel like I would avoid more damage through dodging than I would through the armor mitigation.
Yeah, but it seems like you could, run up to a guy, chow down, and then just go ham with your katana.
You're gonna run up and chow down on a guy, are you, Hollish?
Really? That's going to be the last thing we said in the episode?
Yeah, that's what we're going out on. We'll see you guys next time when we go talk to Dick. Thank you all for watching.
Bye.